Good morning, student. Myself, Hansa, your science teacher. Today we will start the chapter Chemical Reaction and Equation, and the topic is decomposition reaction. In previous video, we have complete combination reaction, and most of the combination reaction, not all, most of the combination reaction are exothermic reaction. And the definition of exothermic and combination reaction I will write later on. But today we will start the decomposition reaction and the type of the decomposition reaction. And what is the difference between combination reaction and the decomposition reaction? As you know very well, combination is the combined. Decomposition, here is the decomposition. कंपोजिशन जो चीज कंपोज जुड़ी हुई है, एंड डी दैट वी हैव टू ब्रेक. डिकम्पोज तोड़ना. टूटे की क्या चीज? अ सिंगल सब्सटेंस, अ सिंगल कंपाउंड विल ब्रेक. व्हेन ए सिंगल कंपाउंड और द सब्सटेंस स्प्लिट, टूट जाता है, तो उसके क्या बनते हैं? दे फॉर्म, इट फॉर्म टू और मोर सिंपलर substance. This process, this reaction is known as decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction, first example just is FeS, here is mentioned. AB is the single reactant. AB is the single reactant in which there is some catalyst used to break down. कुछ कैटलिस्ट यूज करेंगे इसको तोड़ने के लिए. और व्हाट वी विल यूज? इट मे बी हीट, इट मे बी इलेक्ट्रिक करंट, और इट मे बी सनलाइट. व्हेन वी सप्लाई हीट, दैट मीन हीट इज एब्सॉर्ब बाय दिस AB. इट मे बी हीट, इट मे बी इलेक्ट्रिक करंट, or it may be sunlight. Mean decomposition will take place either in presence of heat, in presence of electric current, or in presence of sunlight. They all act as a catalyst. This AB, which is a single reactant, is split in two or more simpler substance in which heat is absorbed, not is evolved. Absorbed, either you have to put sign minus at here. If you want to put here, so we have to put plus. It means heat is absorbed during the decomposition reaction. And what is the decomposition reaction again? When a single reactant is split or breaks into two or more simpler product is known as decomposition reaction. And first, the type of decomposition reaction are three. First is thermal decomposition, second is electrolytic decomposition, third is photodecomposition. And this first type of thermal decomposition, the decomposition which take place in presence of heat, in presence of heat. जो डिकम्पोजिशन हीट की प्रेजेंस में होता है उसे हम बोलते हैं थर्मल डिकम्पोजिशन. द डिकम्पोजिशन व्हिच कैरीड आउट इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ हीट इज नोन एज थर्मल डिकम्पोजिशन. एंड हाउ द थर्मल डिकम्पोजिशन विल टेक प्लेस? FeSO4, iron sulfate, it is in form of H2O, FeSO4 dot 10 H2O. The crystal of iron sulfate, when it heat at a given temperature, then these 7 molecule of water will get evaporate. ये क्या हो जाएंगे? Evaporate हो जाएंगे. Evaporate होने पर what is left? FeSO4. Fe means iron, S sulfur, O oxygen, and this will be all from iron sulfate. इसे क्या बोलेंगे? Iron sulfate. या ferrous sulfate. This is iron, and SO4 is sulfate. SO4 is sulfate. It is sulfate. SO4 sulfate. This iron sulfate will form when crystal of ferrous sulfate is heated. Then 7 molecule of water get evaporate and the color of FeSO4 will be green. ये जो कलर होगा FeSO4 का वो ग्रीन होगा, and this FeSO4 will decompose, will break and give the reactant Fe2O3 iron oxide, ferric oxide. Ferric mean valency is 3. This is Fe2O3. This is ferric oxide. Ferric, Ferric. Ferric. It gives the component of ferric oxide. Ferric, ferric oxide. It gives ferric oxide, and which is in brownish black. It may be dark brown or it may be brownish black color. Which is in solid state. This is also in solid state. SSGG. This is solid, gas. It means on the product side it gives ferric oxide and the smell of sulfur gas, means sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. And figure is given to you in your book. Second, calcium carbonate. What we say calcium carbonate? Limestone. This limestone when get heated, which is in solid in nature. Calcium carbonate. This is carbonate. Ca, calcium. CO3 is carbonate. That means it forms calcium carbonate, which is in solid state. When heat is given to the calcium carbonate, it gives the compound CaO. It is calcium oxide. Which we say that quicklime, solid in nature and releasing carbon dioxide, which is a gas. And this carbon dioxide, which is gas, and this carbon dioxide when pass through a lime water, इसको किसमें पास करेंगे? Lime water में. It form milky, change into milky. If the carbon dioxide is passed through a lime water, change into milky. White substance में white color कर देता है. And this calcium oxide, quicklime, I think you have done, is also used to whitewashing. CaO plus H2. You have done in combination reaction. Calcium oxide when react with water, it form CaOH whole twice, which is a slack line. And this is quicklime. This is slack line. I think you have done. And third example is PbNO3, lead nitrate. Pb means lead, Pb, lead, NO3, nitrate, lead nitrate. This lead nitrate will decompose in presence of freeze. This symbol represent heat. Decomposition of lead nitrate in presence of heat, it gives the lead oxide. This is the solid substance, and these are the gas, and this is the gas, and this is solid. Means it gives the solid insoluble substance, which is PbO, lead oxide, and nitrogen dioxide and oxygen, and the brown fumes of nitrogen oxide. मीन्स जो नाइट्रोजन ऑक्साइड है उनकी कैसे निकलेंगे फ्यूम, धुआं कैसे निकलेगा? ब्राउन कलर का. इट प्रोड्यूस द ब्राउन फ्यूम ऑफ नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड. दिस इज द फर्स्ट thermal decomposition will take place in presence of heat, and the second type in presence of electric current. The decomposition when take place in presence of electric current. अगर decomposition reaction in presence of electric current की प्रेजेंस में हो, that reaction is known as electrolytic. Electric current. Lytic mean in a given solution. Electrolytic. Electric current pass through a solution in state, molten state, liquid state. Second is electrolytic decomposition. The decomposition which take place, which carried out in presence of electric current is known as electrolytic decomposition. And the activity which is in your book, now listen, here is, now check, I am saying in the book. Here is your book, Electrolytic Decomposition. This is a carbon rod. This carbon rod is connected to the battery of 6 volt. And what is V volt we will discuss later on. And this carbon rod attached in a beaker or in a mug, एक मग लिया and two holes and fit 2 carbon rod, and over the carbon rod put inverted test tube, and this mug is filled with water. This mug filled with water, and these 2 rod, one rod is act as anode and other rod is act as a cathode. And thus, what is anode, what is cathode, we will discuss in electrical, but I will explain you. One is anode and other is cathode. Both are carbon rod. We can say graphite rod. These are connected to the battery with the help of wire. Anode and cathode. Cathode is the positively charged and anode is the negatively charged. And these are connected with the battery which has 2 terminals. One is positive, other is negative. And what is this function of the battery? Battery is the source of energy. Means source of energy means to supply the electric current. Source of energy, electric current. Electric current when pass through the battery, it with the help of wire, the water inside the mug, which will decompose, mean will break, and after breaking, there will be a formation of gas will take place. One gas is hydrogen and other gas is oxygen. And now when we see, here is a white, यहाँ पर देखिए some white area, white portion is more, here is less. The space, here is the white portion, white region is large, more. In that area the hydrogen gas is collected, and the space, the region, the volume, where is volume, space is very less, that in that region the oxygen gas will collected. We can say the hydrogen is comparatively collected more than oxygen. If we will say the hydrogen is collected double than that of oxygen. Why the volume of hydrogen is double than the volume of oxygen? Now it is clear to you. As you have seen in the diagram, now take a mug, you have to take mug and put some hole over it, and on the hole connected carbon rod. Over the carbon rod placed, what you have placed? Inverted test tube, and the mug is filled with water, and this carbon rod is attached to the battery with the help of conductor wire. And the battery is the source of energy which is of 6 volt, which supply the electric current. When the electric current is passed through the battery, the water will decompose and give hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is collected at cathode and oxygen is collected at anode. The amount of hydrogen is comparatively more than amount of oxygen. The space which is visible to us in white color, that will be the presence of gas, which is one of them hydrogen and other will be oxygen, and please be careful, hydrogen will collected at cathode and oxygen will collect at anode. Amount of hydrogen is double than the amount of oxygen. Why the amount of hydrogen is double than the amount of oxygen? Here is क्यों amount of hydrogen is double than the amount of oxygen? Why? Here is when two molecule of water split break down, जब ये break होता है it give two molecule या two moles of hydrogen gas and 1 mole of oxygen gas. 1 mole of oxygen gas. जब 2 mole of water split होगा, splitting of 2 mole of water, it give 2 mole of hydrogen and 1 mole of oxygen. Therefore, hydrogen is collected double than that of oxygen during the process of electrolytic decomposition. And the state of the water is liquid, H2 is gas, O2 is gas. And the second one is NaCl, sodium chloride, which is in molten state, aqueous state. When electric current is passed, it also split, and which give sodium and chlorine. And now, where is the sodium is collected? It is positively charged. It will collect at cathode and it will be collected at anode. Sodium is collected at cathode, chlorine is collected at anode. This is one the electrolytic decomposition, and third one is photo decomposition reaction. Photo means light कौन सी? sunlight. इसका मतलब photo decomposition reaction are those reaction which take place या carried out in presence of sunlight. In presence means sunlight को absorb कर रहा है. In presence of sunlight is known as photo decomposition reaction, and this also known as photolysis. AgCl, this AgCl, silver chloride. AgCl, this will be sunlight, that gives Ag plus Cl2. This is solid, this is gas. This AgCl, which is white in color. What is the name of this AgCl? Silver chloride, which is white in color, and this will decompose in presence of sunlight. Break hoga, that will give the silver which is in color of gray and or maybe a slightly brown. Gray in color. This is gray in color, and the gas is chlorine. It is gray in color. Why the silver will be gray in color? Due to the composition of silver chloride. So that means silver chloride is always placed where? In dark room. Why? Because in sunlight it will decompose. Or form a gray substance which is known as silver. And similarly, balance, you know it very well. And similarly, 2AgBr plus that gives Ag plus Br, and this will be again in presence of sunlight, which is its color is light yellow. Its color is light yellow, which give again gray in color. ये जो सिल्वर क्लोराइड एंड सिल्वर ब्रोमाइड फोटो डिकम्पोजिशन रिएक्शन इज ऑलवेज यूज्ड इन ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट फोटोग्राफी में. जो हमारे रंग बिरंगी फोटोग्राफी है, इन ओल्डन टाइम हम ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट फोटोग्राफी जो यूज करते थे, उस ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट फोटोग्राफी में यूज होता है. दीज आर द डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ डिकम्पोजिशन रिएक्शन. फर्स्ट इज थर्मल डिकम्पोजिशन which take place in presence of heat, जिसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? thermolysis. Second is electrolytic decomposition, which is known as photolytic. Electrolytic, which is known as electrolysis. And third is photo decomposition, which is known as photolysis. These are the decomposition reaction. Is it clear? And why we say that decomposition reaction is opposite that of the combination reaction. In combination reaction, two or more simpler substance combine together to form a single product. टू और मोर सिंपलर सब्सटेंस, दो या दो से ज्यादा रिएक्टेंट या सिंपलर सब्सटेंस कंबाइंड होंगे फॉर्म अ सिंगल प्रोडक्ट इज नोन एज कॉम्बिनेशन रिएक्शन. मोस्टली combination reaction are exothermic reaction. Why they are called an exothermic reaction? Because they release energy. And decomposition reaction, in decomposition reaction the single reactant, single substance breaks into two or more simpler substance is known as decomposition reaction. And in decomposition reaction heat is absorbed. Most of the decomposition heat is required to break. So most of the decomposition reaction are endothermic reaction, and in endothermic reaction heat is absorbed. Therefore decomposition reaction is opposite that of a combination reaction. Is it clear? And you have to do the question. Page 15, question 9, 10 and 11. Page 15, question 9, 10 and 11, 12, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay, good day, be safe at home. Thank you.